Hello there.
How are you all?
We're doing good. How about you?
I'm doing very well. A little bit sleepy this morning, but mostly good.
Hopefully you get some rest.
Thank you. Yeah, there just wasn't enough time between when I went to bed and when I got up. But I'll be okay. We had a sort of late night last night. Timothy came over to visit after LaBrie and Jason and Luke just got back from Washington, D.C. They had gone up to a conference up there, and then they'd gone to the new Bible Museum.
Awesome.
Back late last night, so they had to tell us all about their trip and stuff.
That sounds like a neat trip.
Yeah, they seem to really enjoy it.
Well, that's good.
Their vehicle broke down coming back, and so we were all kind of concerned about the two of them, but they were only like 2 or 3 hours away when it happened, thankfully. And so anyway, they were calling Dad and trying to figure out what to do for the vehicle, and so they had a little bit of drama there, and wound up having to rent a car to bring it home, and then we'll have to take it back and pick up their vehicle once it's done.
Wow.
So, but I think it was a good experience for them, you know, it's the first time I think that's happened with them out on their own without mom and dad. And they do well, and you know, Jason's not one to get like dramatic or anything. Just smooth. But so we had a little bit of excitement that way.
Wow. But the Lord worked it all out.
He did. How about you all? Y'all had a good week?
We have. We did the soup kitchen a day this week with the seniors from the church again. That's always fun. And we had a service in a village on Sunday evening, and that went really well. People really enjoyed and really worshiped the Lord in the praise and worship.
And neighbor girl got to come too.
Oh, that's awesome.
Bible school.
Oh, excuse me, Ron's behind the camera. We also taught a
How are you?
Very, very well. Thank you. Listening in. That's exciting about the trip. Huh? Great to hear about the trip.
Timothy said to tell you hi.
Well, greetings.
Timothy.
Hello. Hello to him and all of your family.
Thank you.
And we taught a Bible study on Saturday,
Oh.
and that was really good too.
It was just a church program or just sort of independent Bible study?
It's through a church. The pastor asked if we could teach once a month and to help those who want to come, to help them grow in their walk with the Lord. And there was about 15 there. That was a good group.
That's wonderful. Well, so glad you guys are getting so many opportunities and everything. Praise the Lord for just working through you all.
Thank you.
Amen.
Thank you. He's awfully good.
All the time.
Mhm.
Indeed. So how's violin practice going, Katie?
Going good. I was more confident this week than the past weeks.
Yeah, it seemed like that to me too.
But I wasn't super sure on shifting number 212. That kind of got corrected at the last minute because just super confident with it. Mom helped me, so it worked out good.
I kind of noticed that, but I think when you said even though 212 was harder than 210 and 211, like it's significantly easier than some of the ATs we were doing like last week or the week before.
Yes. Definitely easier.
Yeah. And you know what I think that is? This is the actual application of the principles they taught you back in the etudes, right? Because etudes are all about like teaching principles, honing intonation, honing some specific technique. But then here they give you some actual songs where you can implement those techniques and that shifting. But the truth is, when you implement it, often it's easier than actually having to really, really learn those fundamental principles. And I think that'll be true most of the time. Like from this point forward, Katie, whenever you need to implement third and fifth, you have it, but you probably won't have to implement it. It won't be anywhere near as difficult and intense as some of the etudes you've done in the past few weeks. So you can take heart and be excited about that. I would be. But yeah, I want to send you a recording of On Windsor's song that I found. One of my favorite violinists playing it. And it's really a beautiful song. I wasn't really super familiar with it, but it's really beautiful. I like Mendelssohn anyway. But I'm almost always shocked, like, oh, wow, there's such a beautiful song and I didn't know about it. Like, I had never heard it before. How have I not heard this before? But this is one of those that I really like, that I wasn't really familiar with. So I think I'll send you that video and I think it'll inspire you on that one. One of the things I was gonna mention, actually, let me go back and let's talk about canon and deep so that way I can kind of go down the line in my list. I'm getting a little bit ahead of myself. But I thought On Windsor's song was pretty good, Katie, but it wasn't quite as confident like you're saying. And I think after you watch this video, it'll inspire you a little bit because the melody is a little more in your ear. And then you can like take it a tad bit faster, which I think would actually like help you feel it and help it flow a little better. I think we'll take that one more week to focus on that. But it was still very nice. For the most part, very good. You seem to be reading the notes well, which I know gets tricky as you get way up high like that. So very good job on that. On canon in D. Excellent, beautiful job on this, okay. And you had perfect timing all the way through. Did you have to work a whole lot on that one to try and get it down, or did it come kind of quick?
It came pretty quick because, well, the one place where I'm going from 8th notes to 16th notes, that took a little while, but it was good for the recording. So.
Good. Yeah, it was perfect on the recording. Counting, you were right with any notes the whole time. Even that like weird syncopated stuff at the end, you were right with it. Didn't speed up or slow down, it was perfect. And I sat there and I thought, you know what, Katie's great. Anybody ever here will get married and know about it? Katie's got canon and D down.
I don't know if anyone did that.
Well, but you never know. But it would hurt you to develop some wedding repertoire. Save this one, mark it wedding repertoire. If you ever do get asked, you've got something to say. Of course, I don't know if canon and D is quite as popular a wedding song over there as it is over here. It's possible they have other wedding songs that they usually use.
I'm not sure either. It seems like they're more Bulgarian songs for weddings.
Usually, the wedding is performed before the judge, and normally there's not a church wedding unless it's a believer.
Yeah. And most church weddings are just like, well, it's not like an actual ceremony, it's just basically, I guess, getting blessed. other people.
Speak a blessing or prayer. The pastor may tell some about them and introduce them as the new couple, and then pray over them.
I don't know.
Oh,
And I've only been to 2 weddings.
And then you dance all day, all night at the reception.
I see.
It's
Well, it's a shame that they don't have the same sort of ceremony like we have. It's a shame for the musicians at least.
It's an all-day event. Some places even start the night before, and you can tell there's some celebration. And
Yeah.
it starts early in the morning at the bride's house, and it's something. It's very
Yeah.
unique. It's
And most of the time, like here in the village, you can hear the music from down the road away. It's
It's so loud.
yeah.
Wow.
They like to
And I
celebrate.
guess it's not live music, right? Yeah.
It doesn't really sound like it, but
Or
well, sometimes there's live. Like Mexico has the mariachi. They may have a small group, accordion, a drum, guitar, and they're doing their traditional music.
Okay. Wow, that's interesting. But too bad they don't have a bigger ceremony like
Hmm
we have. I don't know, but then they probably don't spend waste near as much money on the wedding ceremony like people do over here.
Yeah, and their weddings, it's usually a Saturday or a Sunday that they're married on.
Yeah.
Yep.
Interesting. Well, anybody over there wants a good old-fashioned American wedding? Katie, you've got Kate, Canada, D, ready.
Yeah, there's some Americans over here.
Okay. There you go.
Hmm.
One other thing I was going to mention, actually two things. If you look at measure 29, you might just want to mark for the future that C in 29 is going to be sharp. And I think you played it natural.
Sure.
whoops.
And then also in measure 10, where you have the trill, did you find that difficult to trill from your third to your fourth finger?
Not super difficult. I mean,
Yeah, so when I play this piece, I shift right there, and I go to either second or third. But I put the trill on a different, stronger finger. It didn't come across like really weak or really slow. You might be okay with it as it is, but you might just want to kind of bear that in mind that if you were performing that and you want to get a more confident trill, you could just put it on a different finger. That's a personal preference issue. So, good job on Canon and D on your A flat scale. You did an excellent job there. Both rhythms were very good, very well applied. Intonation was good. You seem to be a lot more confident following that finger pattern. So nice job on that.
thank you.
Can we go ahead?
Thank you.
You're welcome. Let's skip A flat minor and move on to A major. Okay? Just mark that A flat minor that we skipped it. You can come back to it after we finish the other scales if you want to for the challenge.
Okay. I wanted to comment that on the A flat major, I had a little trouble doing the one duh rhythm, like right before the recording. For some reason, I was playing the 1E rhythm instead.
Yeah.
of the one duh.
Yeah, it's tough when you reverse it like that. It's really good for your brain. You have to like really pay close attention to the rhythm, which is great for scales because you just play them over and over. They eventually get to the point where you're not even thinking about your left hand. You're so focused on like the rhythm, you're not even thinking about the notes. But yet you're getting the muscle practice, the muscle memory in your hand of where those notes are and the spacing and all that without actually having to think about it, which is really what you want, because once you get over to some piece written in A flat, you want to be able to not focus on where the half steps and whole steps are. You want to focus on that piece, the rhythm of it, the expression of it. You know, what's this piece trying to communicate? So, in a sense, that's kind of a good thing. That's why I really like the rhythms. But yes, I can understand it being difficult. It didn't come through on the video. The only thing I really noticed about the rhythm on the video was that your 1E rhythm was slower than your 1-duh.
Yeah.
So you might think about that. If you add that rhythm again in the future, your 1E, you need to make sure not elongate the 1 until you make it 1 and like, don't take that too slow. Just kind of be just as crisp on the 1E as you would be on the 1 to 2 pattern. But overall, it was very nice. On your A major scale, why don't you take the 1 and a pattern? So an 8th note followed by 2 16ths. I mean, of course, play it straight, but then also take the 1 and a pattern.
That was what I was going to ask. As written or add other rhythms?
Yeah, let's do it. First time as written, second time with the 8th note then followed by 2 16ths. 1 and a 2 and a 3 and a 4. On your double stops number 19, this one, Katie, was very well done. I really like what you're doing with it. Yeah, that minor section was a lot more confident. I can tell you put in some practice on that one, and it was a lot more in tune. So, good job on that piece. There was one measure, and I think it was the third measure in on the third line from the bottom on the second page. That was really smooth and nice, perfectly in tune for that many note changes. All those 8 notes, very nice. So good job on 19. Let us move on to number 20, or maybe just the first half of 20. If you want to do just the first half, that's fine. This one's in the key of E flat, so it's harder on double stops.
Oh, boy.
You're working around so many flats. So take that one slow until you get comfortable like it with anything else. That's that. Any questions on number 20? Looks like it's pretty straightforward.
I don't have any questions, but
Okay.
yeah, it's just kind of slow.
You know what these mean?
Yeah, fingers.
Okay, just checking. Okay.
Alright. So then on your shifting, drink to me only with thine eyes was very nicely done. Very pretty. I liked the vibrato you were adding in on some of these pieces, Katie. Really coming through nice.
I think it makes them prettier.
Mm-hmm. definitely. Especially when you have some long, drawn-out notes, like not so much as in Drink to Me only, but in the Swanee River one, you have a lot of like long notes. So that one was very good. One thing you might do, Katie, is add more bow. Because it seemed to me like you were really favoring the top portion of your bow and not using the whole thing. And on a piece like Swanee River with lots of half notes and stuff, you could definitely take the whole bow. So that would be a good thing. Maybe as you take number 212 on Wings of Song next week, maybe focus on using the full bow all the time if you can. This one, you had a slight little rhythm trouble, Katie, in measure 2, and anytime that measure was repeated. Good job catching that one misprint. I think you guys definitely made the right decision. Playing it like it was written before was perfect, and I'm pretty sure that's what it's supposed to be.
Okay.
And it made sense when I heard it. It was like, oh yeah. Just like going back to like the beginning refrain part. But, Katie, that rhythm, every time you rush beat 2. So you go like 1, 3, and 4, and 1, 2, 3, and like beat 2 is cut short. And it should have just been a little more relaxed. 1, 2, 3, and like that.
Yeah, I know I put it like that, but to me, like if I held it any longer than that, it made it sound like it was held for 2 beats for some reason.
I think you were just anticipating the syncopation in the next measure, the 3 and so you kind of felt like the need to cut 2. So the best thing for that would just be to patch your foot. So I'm not going to reassign it to that. It wasn't like a huge deal, but it was enough that I caught it. Like each time I was like, oh, she just cut it short by ever so slightly. Cool about. So watch out for that. Katie, have I moved your bow hand from being underneath the bow to being your thumb, from being under the bow to being in the middle? Have I told you to change the bow hand position from what I taught you at the beginning?
No.
No? Okay. Let me go get a bow real quick and I'll show you what I want.
Haven't seen
Yeah.
your video. We just see ourselves. No, we just see ourselves. And Katie went to get her bow.
Ah, okay. Well, I'll see if I can explain it without showing it.
Unless you want to try the call again, I don't know.
Yeah. I think it should be pretty easy to explain. Can you take your bow hand and hold it up to the, yes, just like that, to the camera. So we've talked about curling our fingers, right? And curling that pinky on top. So you're very well learning that. But that is the beginner's hold for the violin bow. The hold that I use and the hold that you sort of graduate to as you get to a more intermediate level, and which I probably should have showed you like a year ago. My apologies for not doing it, even though I think you were prepared for it probably a year ago. The hold that you should use from this point forward is to move your thumb from underneath the little silver part into the middle, in between the little silver part and the black part of the frog.
Like that?
Slide it over a little bit. Yes, like that. And still keep those fingers curled, so it's still very similar, but it's a little bit harder because like your thumb and your third finger can almost touch, or actually do touch. And I think this will help you use more fingers. Use more of your fingers for some harder techniques and stuff in the future. So why don't you go ahead and start using your bow that way? Does it feel really weird to you right now?
Yeah. Especially if I'm
Yeah.
supposed to do that.
And curl your pinky. Yeah, your pinky doesn't have to be curled on the screw. So like you're like really stretching it out to be curled on the screw. Bring your pinky in a little bit more on the wood part, and that might make it easier.
Like that?
Yes.
That does make it a little easier.
Yeah, but so I noticed in one of the pieces you were playing that you weren't necessarily curling all your fingers all the time. They were very relaxed and loose. So maybe just kind of think about, and what this will do is this will help you think about your bow positions at least for a little while you're getting used to it. Think about your technique down there the whole time as you're practicing. So this would be something really good to think about and focus on while you're working on your scale. Because your scale is pretty easy. You're not worried about like shifting or anything. But you can really focus on technique.
That?
So that said, now that I've moved your bow hand, and now that we're talking about curling our fingers really well, see if you can use the full bow as you're playing.
Okay.
And I think I'll give you on Wings of Song again, but we'll go ahead and move on from Swanee River and the other one.
Okay. My pinky is sliding off the bow. Is that supposed to happen?
Well, just like when you first learned your bow hand position, your pinky slid off all the time. Now by changing that thumb, like the pressure and weight is kind of distributed differently. And so you're going to have the same tendency for your pinky to slide off yet again.
Yeah, it wants to do that instead of that.
Okay. So you need to transition your hand to where more of your knuckles are on top of the bow and not on the side of it. So maybe roll your hand forward a little bit. Yes. Now that pinky looks more accurate.
I think it'd be easier if I actually had a violin to support it. Some.
And you know what? If you want to, Katie, you can go back to doing the windshield wiper exercises that I taught you when I first taught you that bow grip. You know, where you said put your bow out front, and it's running horizontal, and then you turn it vertically, and then horizontally, then vertically, back and forth. That way you're just getting your fingers used to that. I think you're going to like it a ton better once you get used to it.
Probably. Because I'm used to the old way.
Yeah, for me now, if I go back to the other way, it bothers me a lot. Like it's a lot harder for me. But I do it when I'm playing with my beginning students and I'm trying to show them how to hold their bow. So yeah, let me know if you have any questions on that. Go ahead and start trying to use that bow grip for everything. But if you really are, like if it's really detrimental to you and you need to focus on shifting or focus on something else, go back to the old bow grip to allow yourself to focus. But otherwise, see if you can start playing everything with the new bow grip.
When we do the recordings, would you like to see more of her bow hand, or?
Yeah, that would probably be good. Good idea, especially right now since she's learning it and everything. Make sure she's applying it accurately. So maybe if you could just take one step back, so I just see a little bit of a broader picture.
Okay.
Oh, Katie, I forgot to mention, really good job on your harmonic on Swanee River, too.
Thanks. I didn't even remember there was a harmonic. Oh.
Yeah, it measured 9. Okay, was that everything? I think that was all our songs, right?
So for shifting, she's just doing number 212.
Yes, let's do 212, and let me see what's coming up next. Yeah, let's try 212 and 213.
Okay.
And I don't know the Evening Star by Wagner either. Yeah, and I'm gonna send you the video on Wings of Song. You've got your new piece in the double stops and your new scale. I don't have another repertoire piece for you just yet, but I need to be looking for one. So maybe we'll just take a break from that for this week and come back to it maybe next week. Let me make a note to find something for you by next week.
Haven't printed them off yet. Katie reminded me we have the Brie music you sent, but I need to print it off. Would you like one of those for a piece?
Yeah,
or-
we could look through it. Yeah, if you guys want to look through it and maybe send me one of those pieces that looks challenging or interesting to you,
Okay.
let me know that. I'll borrow Luke's music and look at it.
Okay.
Are we good for next Tuesday?
I believe so. That's the 21st. Wow, where's August going to?
I know it.
Yeah, where is it?
At 9 o'clock again, your time?